Hello everyone, my name is David. Thank you for joining me for today's question and answer video. I want to welcome new subscribers. Welcome everyone. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. This is a question and answer video where I'm answering your guys' questions from the last question and answer video from last Monday. So any questions you guys have, go down in the comments section down there. Ask me anything you want. I'll answer them in the next Q&A next Monday, okay? I want to thank Willa, Lou, and John for your donations to this channel. Thank you, all of you, very, very much. I really appreciate all of you. And anybody that donates to this channel is very, very kind. It's a great, great gesture to really tell someone, you know, how much you appreciate what I'm doing. So thank you very much, all of you. Something I recommend every couple of weeks or so is something called Shane's Law Petition. Shane was a victim of a really bad, horrific, ongoing smear campaign, and he had nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. He couldn't find help. So Shane took his own life, and somebody started a petition to start a law to fight against smear campaigns, public smearing people. So if you guys could, I'd really appreciate it if you could go down below into the what's it called? Description box. If you could go down below, you'll see Shane's Law Petition. Follow that link. Just go there and you just sign your name. That's it. And it will help promote these things to help stop this kind of nasty public targeting of people. Okay? If you've never been a victim of it, it's horrific. It's awful, awful, awful abuse. And what else? I like to make a suggestion every week, whether it be readings or some public speaker or another YouTube channel, all kinds of stuff I like to recommend. And this week, I'd like to recommend Ancestry DNA. I know, it sounds weird. I made a video that I put out last Friday, and in that video, it was about emotional connection and how important it is to have emotional connection in relationships with people. And I think for all of us who are victims of narcissists, you couldn't have had that connection. They won't allow it. So it's really important to seek that. And I shared with people on that video, and I want to share it again here today, that I am an adoptee. I was adopted, and I just recently found my real birth mother, and it's been great. It's wonderful. I think it's nice to see someone wanting such an emotional connection with me more than people I've grown up with my whole life. So I want to recommend Ancestry DNA. It's a great way for people who are adopted to find family members, people who have lost family members and lost track of them. And if you want, you can find out your not just your ancestry, but you get to follow the migration of your family around the world and stuff like that. It's really interesting. So I'll put the link down there for you guys to if you are interested in following that and checking it out. Okay. Thank you guys. And that's it. So let's get started with the questions. First question is from Lou. Hello, Lou. Dear David, can you please share your thoughts about the Chris Watts case with us? Thanks for your great work and wonderful channel. Love from Europe. Thank you, Lou, very much. I've talked about the Chris Watts case before because somebody asked me about it another time. I don't really know what to say about it. Awful, obviously, just awful. Whole family killed, poor children. I have a little different attitude about people who commit murders and stuff like this kind of horrific crimes. I really don't think we should even say the guy's name, show his face. Throw him in prison for life, let him be there, you know? So, because a lot of people do this kinds of stuff for notoriety, for fame and stuff. I'm not saying he did, but it might encourage others to do stuff like this. So, I don't know really what to comment about it, because I don't know anything more than any of you, except that it's just a horrific case. You know, we can't determine what is wrong with Chris Watts, if that's what you're asking, because I'm really not sure what you're asking about it, Lou. I couldn't tell you anything about Chris Watts. The guy could have a brain tumor. Guy could have some kind of weird mental illness. I don't know. Who knows? I think it's interesting to sometimes dissect murderers' brains, and you know, if he's a psychopath, and find out, see if we can learn things from this. But I've seen other channels exploit the hell out of this. Just exploit it over and over and over again, trying to get views and likes and grow their channel. It's gross. The person that does this all the time, Chris Watts videos, offers absolutely nothing. I don't know why they want to keep saying how bad they feel for the dead family members, but then keep exploiting it and keep making more and more and more videos about it. It's like, just stop. You know, you're not offering anything. You don't know them. You know, you watch the news just like us, and you're commenting your opinion. Okay. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry, I really don't know what else to say about it, Lou. If you have a specific question about it, feel free to ask me, okay? Thank you, Lou. Carlos, cheers from Guatemala. Hi, Carlos. After the discard, I went to no contact mode. 4 months. She tried everything to get any reaction. I didn't do anything. 4 triangulation attempts, hoovering attempts with family and friends. Everything failed for her. She hates me more now than before. What's your guess? So you think after all these attempts to get back to you and get with you, get in contact, and all these things, all these failed attempts, you've blocked her. You want to know, does she hate you more than before? Well, obviously I wouldn't know. This isn't all about you, Carlos. This is about her. Okay? I don't think she really loved you or hated you before. Maybe. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Don't know her. But this is about her, and this is compulsive behavior. Okay? So she if she can't control her behaviors, she probably has a disorder, and it's about her. It's about her and her disorder and her behaviors and her compulsivity and what she thinks about and things like this. It's not really so much about you, Carlos. So, and that's something important to remember, guys. Most of what, or all of what narcissists do, it isn't about you. It's about them. You know, the saying of narcissists, the world evolves around them and you're just in it. That's true. Because they can't think outside of that. They don't really think much more than what's in their world. They don't think about your world, or that you have a world and I have a world and they collide. It's just, you're in my world. That's it. I don't care. Everything I do is about me and how I feel. If I was a narcissist, right? Kristen, hi from Ontario, Canada. Hello, Kristen. How fast can trauma bonds start to occur? It seemed to go pretty quick for me. It was really scary, and also he somehow had me addicted to the sex, even though he treated me disgusting and never respected any of my boundaries in the bedroom. Okay, so trauma bonding is about addiction, and just like other things that human beings are addicted to, the euphoric feeling, or the up, we call it, the high, is our hormones rising. And the, being off the drugs, coming down off the drugs, withdrawal from alcohol, things like this. It's all the hormones going down. And so you asked me, how fast can the trauma bond start? Well, as soon as you start, good times, bad times, good times, bad times. As soon as you start doing that, we become addicted to it. You became addicted, and that addicted brain holds on to the very first time you guys started dating, the golden period, the love bombing, idealization stage, right? That's what your brain is always thinking about and wanting, that feeling again. Just like drug addicts that get high, you'll find out, you'll talk to a heroin addict and they'll say the best time was the first, and they're always chasing that first time because you never get that high again. It's down, 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 down. So the trauma bond can start as soon as this starts in the relationship, okay? And somehow he had you addicted to the sex. Well, that's because your brain, all the hormones went up so much during the sex. See, you guys don't realize that this is about physical attraction, not emotional attraction. You guys have a physical connection, not an emotional connection. Okay? So it's based on sex and threats and lies and cheating and triangulation and things. That's what this relationships usually are based on. See that? Charlene from Colorado again. Hello, Charlene. Everyone moves on at their own pace, I am sure, and we all struggle with guilt, shame, doubt, and anxiety during the trauma bond stage or early no contact period. My question is, when does someone know they need professional help? I would think 6 months. Sure hope so, as this sucks. Well, Charlene, like you said, it's all their own pace. You just said that. So we can't put a 6 month on it. We shouldn't have to necessarily need professional help to go get it. It's too bad that we wait until till our life is so unmanageable or we lost everything in our lives. So a good time to recommend professional help to anybody is when their lives become unmanageable, right? Or when they can't control their behaviors anymore. Things like this. When they're destroying or sabotaging and ruining their own lives and can't see it, or even if they know it, they can't stop. It's compulsive, or things like this. Okay, so that's when we go ask for help. But when people usually do ask for help is when they've lost everything in their entire life, and it's usually a little too late. And then they got to pick up the pieces and learn why, and that's okay. At least you're doing it then. But I can't put a time stamp, a date like that for anybody. I think it's okay for anybody to ask for help, anyone to see a therapist all the time, anytime. You don't have to or need to. I think it's good if there's things you want to talk to about somebody or with someone that you don't have someone to talk to about with, or there's specific areas in your life you want to make better, and you don't know how, but it's up to everybody. Like you just said, that we all, everyone moves at their own pace. Hi, this is Jess from Georgia. Hello, Jess. I know it sounds crazy, but I have recently started dating again. But I still compare everyone to the ex-narc. I was wondering why that sounded crazy. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Imagine if someone was dating you and they just kept comparing you to their ex. And the reason that sounds crazy is because it means you shouldn't be out dating. If you're comparing everyone to your ex, you're still thinking about your ex, why are you dating? We like those hormones to go up. All right. Okay. I don't understand why. I am comparing the love bomb phase, I suppose, but when anyone tries to get too close or overly communicate with me, I push them away. I just can't take it as my ex-narc wanted to be in constant communication with me when he wasn't giving me the silent treatment. I know now that was a form of isolation. Okay, so your question is you're comparing everyone to your ex-narc. You don't know why. You like that beginning era, like I was just talking about, that we all think about, our brain thinks about when we're addicted to that. We like the first time better than the last time, right? So you're addicted to the up and down, okay? So when you go out on a date with someone you don't know, it's not going to be exciting. How could it? And it should be. It should be really nervous and exciting, and but you're not. You're thinking about your ex. You're addicted to your ex. It's like, addictions are number one to us. We're addicted to something that comes before everything. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I do. I hope you understand that the rise and fall of your hormones is what you're addicted to. You're addicted to the trauma. That's why you're bonded on that trauma together. You guys are addicted to that. And that's why healthy people that aren't doing this to you seem boring. This is what you want. It's what your brain wants. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And then you go on a little nice mellow date with someone who's nice, who's just asking you about school and stuff. And you're like, oh, God, whatever, man. Come on, let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, have sex, lead each other, threaten each other. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, I would not date until you don't want that anymore. Or that's what you're going to find. Suzanne from the UK. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for your videos. They were really helping me. Thank you for telling me. Good. My husband moved out 8 months ago. We have children together, so there's still some contact. I have begun divorce. I feel like I'm slowly getting back to me. After 8 months, he sent a long, nasty email criticizing you about how you're parenting, and you want to know, is this a Hoover? Well, these terms, Hoover and stuff like this, they're just little slang terms. So you want to know, is he trying to get you back? I don't know. Doesn't sound like he's necessarily trying to get you back. Sounds like he's trying to get attention from you. Hurt you because he's so angry at you and wants to hurt you. He feels like you lied to him, you did something to him, okay? So he's a little immature kid that won't get over it, won't go get help, won't do anything healthy. He's going to call you up and hurt you and get you to be all upset so he feels better about himself. Who cares if this is a Hoover? Who cares if he's trying to get you back? You're not going back to him. You're not going to pay attention to his little antics and his criticism. So my advice is you get a lawyer to say that he's not allowed to do these things, okay? And you keep all of this, save all of it. So if you ever need to go to a judge, you can show them this stuff, or a mediator, you can show them what he's doing, okay? But it's got to stop. And so don't react to it. You don't need to, a little kid that says little things to you and accuses you of things, you don't need to defend yourself, right? You're not a bad mom, right? So why defend yourself? I had people accusing me of all kinds of stuff that never happened. Why would I sit there and defend myself, right? Didn't happen. They're talking about somebody else, not me, right? He's talking about somebody else, not you. This is him. It's all about him. So try to not take it personally. Try to not see it, hear it, look at it, period. Save it all. Show it to a judge. Tell your lawyer. Tell your lawyer to tell his lawyer to stop. Things like this, okay? Because this gets to a point where it is harassment. He's not allowed to do that. Thank you. Lucid Dreams from Washington. Hello. I feel like I'm in such a very complex relationship. I find myself really wanting to work, but it's all too much and overwhelming. I don't know what and how to sort everything out. He makes such a circus that I don't know what's up or down. He's not one to ever say sorry, bring flowers, make things better. Okay, so you're not happy, you tell him, and if he doesn't care, leave him. You're not happy, relationship is bad, go to relationship counseling. If he won't go, he doesn't care, leave him. Okay? Get a healthy perspective, like a counselor, therapist, something like this, or someone in your personal life. At least let them, be healthy, right? They know what healthy relationships are. They're going to tell you to do all these things to this guy to make him like you and love you. Okay, so if this guy doesn't say sorry, doesn't like to give you flowers, and you like people who apologize that hurt you, and you like guys that bring you flowers, then go find someone that doesn't hurt you at all, or does. If he does, he says sorry, and he gives you flowers. Okay? So I tell everybody, make a list. If you guys want to date, I think it's irresponsible to not be aware somewhat of what you like in another person, what you're looking for. If you're looking for someone to date, then you're looking for someone to commit to eventually, which means you're looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with. You better like their brain. You're going to live with it for the rest of your life. You better like how they think and feel and what they say, so really get to know them. And if somebody's not letting you get to know them, they don't want to be with you. If you want an emotional connection and he likes physical connection, it won't work. Okay? So instead of trying to make somebody be the person that you want when they're not, just go find somebody that is the person you want. Okay? And my guess is you might not feel very good about yourself if you're with somebody that doesn't make you happy, doesn't treat you good, hurts you and doesn't say sorry. That's abuse, right? Someone continuously hurts you anyways, that's not very good, and then doesn't say sorry. And he happens to be the person you don't want to be with. Okay? Do you see how that sounds? So I'm sure this relationship will never work. I'm sure this isn't the person you really want to be with at all anyway, so stop trying. Or you're going to end up being married to someone you don't want to be married to, right? You're going to end up having children with someone you don't want to have children with. And then you're going to try and go to counseling, but he won't go because he never did care. He just likes physical connection. He likes having sex with you. He likes you validating things about him and praising him or cleaning his house, or that's what he likes. You want emotional connection and grow with him and have a happy, healthy relationship. But if it never has been, then why would it be now? You guys have to work really hard at it. It's not easy. So if you have a partner that won't work at it, it won't work. If there's problems in your relationship, and if you guys can't talk about things, you're not connecting. That's a very good way to judge if you have emotional connection. Things should be easier to talk about. He should care and really listen to you. If he's not listening and doesn't care and doesn't want to talk about it and can't talk about things and tells you, oh God, you're paranoid, you're overly sensitive, you're so needy, then there's no match, period. Right? Okay. Jay here from New Zealand. Hello, Jay. I suspect my former partner is an undiagnosed borderline. I left him 5 months ago, and he's still raging and acting in a completely irrational manner. We have a very young child together, and it is therefore impossible not to have any contact with him. When he comes over to see our baby, he will do completely inappropriate things like jump onto Tinder or want to have a chat about his latest messed up situation. Petty fight, try to keep as calm as possible, not to react, chaos, creating him or the other guy. Okay, this is so descriptive when all you have to say is he comes over and he's on Tinder. So he's looking to date other people. Why he's coming over to your house and you don't like it, then why are you putting up with it? There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing he's going to do about it, right? So there's something that you need to do about it, Jay. And how about don't let him come over anymore? Start controlling things, okay? Really, this is so sad because we don't have to put up with things we don't have or don't want to. Okay, there's nobody telling you have to do this. There's nobody. I doubt there's a court order saying he has to come over to your house, sit on your couch, and go on Tinder and look for women to date and things like this. And no, there's not. So, arrange this somewhere else. You don't have to put up with that stuff. Okay, get help. Talk to your lawyer. Make an arrangement that he has to stick with. Okay. Hi, hello, David. I'm from France. Lola from France. Hello, Lola. My question got missed, so just asking again. Good. And that reminds me, you guys. I ever miss a question? I don't answer questions because I missed it. I didn't see it. I don't ignore questions. If I got it wrong, something like that, you don't understand, please just keep asking me. I'm trying to answer your guys' questions. So, Lola wants to know. Anyway, I noticed that the first step the narcissist sociopath takes before carrying out an abuse or series of abuse is they control the focus of the target. Then they abuse. Is there a way to succeed in guarding our focus, preventing them from the next step of abuse? I hope I made sense. Any tips, advice? So this isn't about the narcissist is such an amazing mind-bending manipulator that anyone that goes near him is susceptible to it. Not really. I'm pretty firm on this stance. I know that we don't know someone very well at a job or something. They can lie to us. We don't know it's a lie. We can fall for it, stuff like this. But the real intimate manipulation, it doesn't feel right to healthy people. And people that have grown up in not healthy environments may not get that feeling very strong. Or we get the feeling maybe we don't like ourselves very much and we say, well, that's okay. We're not that perfect anyways, So it's about us. The way we don't fall for people manipulating us and hurting us and abusing us is we take care of ourselves and we make ourselves feel good about ourselves and we give ourselves everything that we need. So whenever that stops, it's alarming. Instead of living a life of never getting what we need, so when someone takes away anything that we have that we need, it doesn't really feel any different. It's the same thing, right? Or we never give ourselves what we need, so someone comes along and gives us what we need, and it feels so incredibly amazing we fall susceptible to anything they want. We should be doing that for ourselves, right? Instead of needy. People that are desperately seeking a date, and I need to find Mr. or Mrs. Right, they're not giving themselves what they need. They're seeking external validation and stuff. Yeah. Okay? Hope that makes sense, Lola. Just take care of yourself, get happy, be healthy. Learn from your experience so you don't make the same mistake. Nancy. I don't know where you're from. Hi, David. I'm in the middle of a divorce from my alcoholic, abusive ex, and I have to co-parent with him still, and it's a nightmare to say the least. He keeps manipulating, controlling, making up lies to brainwash my son against me, creating constant stress for my son and for me. I don't know what your question is, Nancy, and it might have gotten cut off. That's where it ends for me. I've noticed a couple people's questions. There's no period. Seems like it got cut off halfway. If you have more to your question, please ask me, Nancy. What I want to tell all parents that are going through stuff that you can't manage, get help. There's so much help out there. There's family help. There's child help. There's mom and dad help. There's couples counseling help. There's divorce there's lawyers, there's therapists, there's coaches. There's just so much stuff out there, guys. So much stuff. You're never going to get all the help you need by just asking me a question on here, especially for your children's lives and stuff like this. So, again, I'll run through it real quick. No contact with them. Only talk about the children. Deal with this only through lawyers. Come up with a way that makes them agree. You know, don't let them come over. No contact, only about the children. Try to never see them. Only communicate through email. Okay? Save everything that he does that's wrong. Stuff like this. But, you know, there is no great, perfect answer. You're stuck in this situation for a while until your child's grown up, okay? I'm sorry. We made a mistake and we have to pay for them. And sometimes it can be pretty bad, pretty long, but at least you have a beautiful child, okay? Concentrate on that. Try to stop concentrating on him. Nessa from the United Kingdom, hello. I decided that I wasn't going to date until I got therapy, as felt unconfident with my own boundaries. So I am now on a waiting list, and because I have been specific regarding treatment, I'm wondering if my self-isolation is going to become detrimental to my health. I seem to enjoy my own company and don't mind being single, so can't see how it would. There's nothing wrong with being single at all. You don't have to get married. You don't have to have children. You don't have to date. You don't have to. Nobody has to. Most of us want to. You don't have to. There's been definite times in my life where I did not want to, and therefore I did not for years. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Alone does not equal loneliness, guys. That's just a fear in our head, or sometimes we're uncomfortable being alone, and then there's a problem. If you guys are so scared of being alone or can't do it, there's a problem. A big problem that you need to fix. Do it, because that will just ruin your life. Just, I can't be alone. Okay? Isolation is not good. Being alone is fine. Big difference. Don't isolate yourself. You need people. This is all about relationship problems. And if you don't, and you know this is depressing. So have more relationships. Have better experiences with people. And that's what you need, okay? So keep going. I'm glad you got help. That is fantastic. This is the end of part 1, guys. Please, if you could, like or unlike, comment, share, post it, social media, whatever you can do to help me make this video bigger. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.